Everybody has a guardian angel.
It is read aloud. Yes, you can.
It is with love that we share the wisdom and guidance. It is unconditional,
Unconditional
unconditional that we
honor.
honor our family and friends in the heavens. If we close your eyes, we can see them smiling, laughing, and playing in the afterlife. When we trust them and allow our hearts to our hearts to open, our faith becomes stronger every day. With faith, we will never forget. With faith, we learn to accept that the angels guide us, never far from us, always protecting us. We never walk alone.
Next.
Everybody has a guardian angel. Everybody. The naughtiest people and the kindest people all have guardian angels. Even animals have their own guardian angels. Mom told Thomas. Yes. His mom replied, and these are messengers. They are always around you, but there is something important that you need to know. Charlie, girl has an angel, asked Thomas, and he left, thinking of his dog with a tiny angel flying around her. Yes, his mom replied, and these are messengers. They are always around you, but and these are messengers. They're always around you. But there is something important that you need to know. Thomas looked at his mom with eyes open wide. It's important to ask them when you need help. They love helping us. That's why they are here. But you have to remember to ask them. Thomas tried to think of things he needed help with his times tables. He really needed help with the 8 times table. How can Angel help me with my times tables? He asked. Ask you, Angel, and leave it up to her. She will sort it out for you. Okay, said Thomas. But how do you know my angel is a lady? When I close my eyes, said Mom, I feel a lady, and she is white and glowing like the light in the middle of a sparkler on Guy Fawkes Day. Some people see sparkles of light in the air, like glitter, and some people see the angels as we see them in pictures, with the beautiful white wings stretched out behind them. Thomas closed his eyes. All he could see was black. But he asked in his heart, "Please, Angel, could you help me? Could you help me to know my 8 times table?" He felt silly. "Now," said Mom. "Post it like a letter. Post it like a letter. Post it like a letter. Imagine you have sent a message, and then stop thinking about it." The phone rang. It was his best friend, Reno, asking if he wanted to go out to his house to play. Mom dropped him off, and the boys spent the afternoon exploring the forest behind the house. The springs of an inner sprung mattress, and an old shoe made up the treasures they found there. He wanted to ask Reno if he believed in angels, but he wasn't too sure what Reno would think about it. But just before it was time to leave, Thomas told Reno what his mom had said and asked him what he thought. Sure, I believe in angels, said his friend. I talk to Oppa, and that sometimes. Oppa is the Dutch word for grandpa, so Reno's grandpa was an angel. How cool! As Thomas was getting into the car, Reno rushed out. Wait, Mom asked me to see if you would like this poster. I got it as a present, but I already have one. Thomas opened it up to have a look. It was a poster of the timetables from 1 to 10. I guess so, he said. But he was disappointed. He thought it was a BMX poster or something fun. He jumped in the car. What's that? Asked Mom, looking at the poster rolled up in his hands. Boring timetables. Reno get given two, so Mrs. Smith said to give me one. Mom was quiet for a couple of seconds, and then she said, Do you think your angel is telling you something? But my angel didn't give this to me. Mrs. Smith did, said Thomas. That's how angels work, said Mom. They don't magically appear and give us what we want. Well, not usually. Angels work through other people's too. Maybe your angel put the idea into her head, but I don't want to have to learn them. Mama just wanted to magical, not an answers. Said Thomas. Mom started the car, and they headed home. Thomas turned around to the back seat to give Charlie girl a pat. She climbed over the console and jumped on his knee so she could put her nose out the open window. He tickled her in her favorite spot behind the ears. Then she stood up on her hind legs and put her front paws on the window and leaned even further out. She had spotted a cat and was getting a better look. Then she was gone. Charlie, Thomas screamed. Mom! Charlie jumped out the window. Mom pulled over to the side of the road and, horrified, they could only watch as Charlie girl ran onto the road. She was confused and running into the traffic cars and trucks were just missing her as she ran one way and then the other. Please, angels, help Charlie. Don't let her get run over. Please help her, yelled Thomas in his mind. Thomas could barely look. He had tears streaming down his face. Mom had left the car and was standing at the side of the road. They were both waiting. Not wanting to panic her more. But Charlie girl saw Mom and ran blindly towards her. No! Mom screamed, and Thomas put his hands over, his face not wanting to see what would happen next. She's going to die, he cried. When he opened his eyes, he saw Mom walking over to the car with Charlie girl in her arms. She was alive and unharmed. I can hardly believe it. I can hardly believe it, said Mom. I don't know how she got across the road without being hurt. I do, said Thomas. He hugged the little girl tightly, closed his eyes, and whispered, "Thank you, angels. Let's go home." Mom, Tom smiled. I've got the 8 times tables to practice.
Can
Can you find the 3 signs used by the angel to show Thomas that she is there?